How's it going, guys? It's Derrick Swain Jr. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special guest with me. I have Marissa with Evergreen Home Loans. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. Today we're going to get very in-depth into the different types of loans that are available to you. Make sure you guys check out my pre-approval video where I go in-depth on the steps that you can take to get pre-approved and get started on your home buying process. So, Marissa, thank you so much for being here. And just to start it off, can you please tell them who you are and how long you've been in the lending business?
Yes, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to talk. My name is Marissa Nevis. I'm with Evergreen Home Loans. I'm a senior loan advisor, program specialist. I have been doing this business for 18 years. My specialty is first-time home buyers, and it's a passion. Educating our clients is what's most important. There's so much going on in the lending industry, and I'm happy to be here to talk a little about it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yes, it is a wonderful business, and it's a lot going on. So let's get straight into it. So first-time home buyer, like what are your benefits and perks as a first-time home buyer?
Okay, so there's many benefits being a first-time home buyer. First of all, you've got the natural down payment assistance. Okay. You know, renting is expensive. Rents have gone up a ton.
Yes.
A ton, and it just makes sense to be a homeowner nowadays. You know, you're gonna have your natural tax breaks, your interest write-off, your tax deductions. Being a homeowner, it's an asset.
Yes.
It's a long-term investment, and you know, that's the biggest difference in being a homeowner versus somebody who's renting is you have your money working for you for your future.
Right.
You know, there's caveats being a first-time home buyer. You know, you're considered a first-time home buyer if you haven't owned a home within the last 3 years. Not only with the tax deductions that you get, there's additional credits that you can have. You know, they did come out with, you know, this new election and everything that's happened. There's going to be more benefits for tax credits coming out, which is amazing for our first-time home buyers. But there's tax credit programs, the mortgage credit certificate program, which I love. My clients, it's a little bit equivalent over one payment a year that it pays you to be a first-time home buyer. So there's just a lot out there.
Well, that's amazing. And so is there a specific amount someone, if they say, okay, I want to buy a house, is there a specific dollar amount like, okay, I need to have 10,000 or 5,000 to get started? Is there a dollar amount?
That is everyone's biggest fear is I can never be a homeowner because I just don't have enough money. Well, it's not the case. You know, you need to go into it with the mindset of, okay, I'm making this amount of money per month. A budget is something that's super important, I think, for home buyers to have, which is something I like to educate my clients on that are first-time home buyers, because this is the biggest purchase of their life.
Right, right.
It's huge.
100%.
And it is an investment. It's their future. But, you know, what I think is best for a client is, when it comes to the whole saving money, is let us lenders work for you, because there's a lot of programs out there that'll get you in with little to no money down. As far as how much money, it really depends on the property, the location, the client. I've had clients get put into homes with no money down. I've had clients, you know, with 3% down. Okay. It just really depends on the client's financial situation and how the agent structures the deal.
And I love that you say that, because yes, it is, let us do our jobs. It is our jobs to get you in a home comfortably and the right way. So I love that you mentioned that. And so can we talk on how does the credit apply to qualifying?
So, I mean, credit varies. That varies from program to program. FHA is a huge, it's a great program for credit challenged clientele. So when it comes down to qualifying, I mean, you can have there's really no FICO score requirement for an FHA. It's just how much money do you have to work with. You know, I've had clients that have sold a home and they're credit challenged because they lost a job or, you know, something happened, but they were able to put their money down on a new home and still qualify. You know, so it's very lenient when it comes to credit. The down payment assistance, though, the minimum credit score is a 620.
620,
and we can help you out with, you know, the down payment portion of, and then you've just got to worry about closing costs and
And
how to
that's-
structure that deal with your agent.
Right, and that's something I can negotiate with you guys. And what is the highest purchase point? Because I kind of wanted to get into a next section, but I did want to ask this question before we move on. What's the highest purchase points on an FHA loan?
So it varies by county.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right here, we're in San Joaquin County, and I actually, on the 1st, they updated those loan limits of January, and I've been working a lot for my different counties, so I don't have it per se right now.
Specific
yes,
counties, yes.
but it does vary for county. So I mean, it is high. So there's a lot of inventory. There's not a lot of inventory right now on the market, but there's a lot in the price range to be able to qualify for FHA mortgage.
Yeah.
And conventional, I know that one because it's set
Right.
straight across the board. So.
And so with conventional, now because I did want to get into this because I want to talk about exactly like the state of the market that we're in. Yes, now these programs are still good. They're still available to you. It's just there is a different type of market that we're dealing with.
Right.
So can we talk about conventional? And of course, obviously, saving is very important. But what is what is the required down payment for the conventional?
So for a first-time home buyer, it's little as 3% down.
Oh, for conventional, wow.
For conventional,
Okay.
yeah. A lot of people have this mindset of, well, you need to have 20% down and yada, 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 and that's all great. You'll avoid mortgage insurance, and mortgage insurance doesn't do anything for you. It protects the lender in case you
Right.
default on a loan. However, it's required for every program that you do, except for VA. Which we'll talk about soon. But there's different types of mortgage insurance options. So we can do as little as 3% down, and depending on, there's not, conventional loans, that's just, there's different types. We have Home Ready, there's some by Fannie Mae, there's some by Freddie Mac. The down payment assistance programs, they all have different mortgage insurance requirements. The interest rates are different on different programs. So there's variable options to be able to qualify for conventional financing.
So what it sounds like to me, to find out exactly like what's best for you is to apply.
Exactly.
And find out what's going on with you.
Exactly.
Everybody's different. Just because your grandma got approved for this or your auntie was having this situation, that doesn't necessarily apply to you. It's about finding out what's going on with yourself.
Yes,
okay.
100%. And we get clients that apply, oh, my aunt got this and my friend closed at this rate. Well, you guys, rates change daily. They're up and down. They're stable for a little bit, and they change. So every client's different when it comes to how much money you have to put down, what's your credit score, all of that. What program that you're doing. It really, really varies from program to program.
Yeah. And so with the conventional loans, are there like down payment assistance with that? And
Yes, absolutely. So, you can get your whole down payment covered, and the fees associated with doing, down payment assistance are pretty much covered as well. The interest rates vary based on how much of a grant that you get or a loan that you get. There's so many different programs that are available. My two specialty programs that I do are the standard GSFA program, as well as Cal HFA. I love that program. It's a deferred loan, amazing program, and you don't have to pay it back for the life of the loan. So if you ever sell your house or refinance, it's paid back then. And it's very, very simple interest rate. Part of that interest rate is at a 0%, depending upon how, the type of program that you do. The ZIP program I love. But the grant program is one of my favorites because it's forgivable. And for our essential workers, who I love, it's a gift right off the bat. So it's not something that they have to pay back or worry about. It's a standard gift. It's amazing.
That's wonderful. And what is our credit score requirement for a conventional loan?
So the minimum credit score on any conventional loan is always a 620.
Okay. Wow.
It's harder to qualify for. Conventional deals are a little bit harder to qualify for. They're going to be, if you have credit challenges, it's going to be FHA all the way. But conventional, some houses will only go conventional. So that's always an option, and I think it's best for the lender to take a look at what I do when a client applies with me is I look at the whole financial situation. Say, this is where you are now, this is where you want to be, how do we get there? And we go through the game plan, whether it's now, 6 months from now, a year from now. It's all on what the client wants to do, what they want to qualify for, what their vision is as a homeowner as well. So educating them is important.
Your perception matters. It definitely matters. Your vision definitely matters. And I guess we can go ahead and go into this section because you guys, I know you guys do a phenomenal job with veterans. And thank you guys for your service. Just get that out the way. And I know Terry, she does the birdhouses for I know there's a veteran that makes the birdhouses, correct?
Correct.
And you guys I've heard so many reviews and phenomenal things that you guys do with veterans. Can you talk about what's available to veterans? I unfortunately haven't got to work with a veteran yet, but I would love to hear what's available to them.
Okay, so we love our vets. My brother served in the Navy, and we have a heart for our veterans. They put so much on the line for us. And this program's amazing, you guys. 100% financing, no mortgage insurance. They're protected when it comes to closing fees.
Okay.
So, the lender pays closing fees or the seller pays closing fees. There are certain fees we can charge for a client. They make sure the house is good as far as like the pest report goes. That has to be clear. So they want to make sure our veterans get into a good program. And set them up for the future. The interest rates are amazing for 100% financing. It's kind of a risky loan, but it has its caveats. So, not having the mortgage insurance really, really helps a client with a lower payment.
Okay, I love that. My brother was in the Army, so I have a respect for people that serve.
Yep.
And so just to wrap it all up, with everything that's going on, we're going to speak with the current market. What would be our best route of going with like the loans? Like, so what loan should I be going for right now? Obviously, if you're a vet, take advantage of those veteran
Absolutely.
loans. But if you are just a regular buyer, what are the options should you be looking at right now?
I'm glad you asked that question. And the reason why is because this market's crazy, and I think people need to be saving as much money as they can. The route that I'm going is GSFA. And the reason why is because the interest rates are fabulous. Okay. So it's going to put our payment perspective a lot better for our clients. The mortgage insurance is a little bit better on it on a conventional loan because FHA, they're set. Okay. But it's not just for first-time home buyers. If you do not own a home, then your down payment is covered. And so right now with the market being the way that it is and, appraisals sometimes not coming in, I'm seeing a lot of people writing offers that, even listing agents are coming back saying, do you have money to pay over and above the appraised value? Which tells me they know that appraisal's probably not going to come in if they're going that way already. So utilizing this program is going to help a client, even if they're not a first-time home buyer, by giving them funds for their down payment. And that will put them in a prettier offer. A prettier offer, definitely, because they'll have a little bit more money to work with.
Absolutely.
And that's where I'm seeing clients headed. I'm using that program more and more for my clients to make sure that just when they submit their offer, it's good.
Absolutely. And I just got to give my own personal review and experience. I think I've been in real estate for a year. I've closed 4 deals, 3 buyers, 1 seller. All of my clients have been with Evergreen, and blessed that they have been conventional. And we've closed in less than 30 days. All my offers were written for 30 days, but we were 24, 26 days.
Yep.
You guys are phenomenal.
Thank you, Derrick.
And I just got to say this last thing because I love Terry.
Yes.
And I knew that this was the best fit for me with Evergreen because I've always felt this, but when my clients said it themselves, that we were on the phone having a conference call with Terry, And she says, he says to Terry that you have a very mothering approach towards your business. And I've always felt that. I've always felt every time I call Terry and I have any questions about lending, it's like I'm calling my mom getting some advice.
Yes.
And so it's always a blessing working with Evergreen. I just want to say I'm your brother now.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And for those of you who don't know Terry, that's my mom. She's our ranch manager for the Stockton Tracy office. And you're right. I mean, we're family,
yes.
All of us. We are family, and we just love what we do. And we just want to help people, educate them, and get people into homes.
Absolutely. And that's why all my questions were for her. You guys know about me. You guys know what I do. I have a passion for helping people in real estate. And I found a lender that has a passion for lending. And we're here to help you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Marissa, thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
My pleasure. You guys have a great day and stay safe.